What's up, PhinsTalk Nation? What's up, NFL fans? What's up, Dolphin fans? In today's video, we're going to go ahead and discuss the two-part interview that Cam Wolfe had. But I'm going to play the two parts for you and then give you my thoughts at the end. And then we'll go from there. But Jon Eric Sullivan, the new general manager of the Miami Dolphins, sat down with Cam Wolfe. And then after he spoke with Jon Eric Sullivan, and we got the thoughts of Jon Eric Sullivan, he sat down with the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins, former Packers DC, and new head coach of Miami Dolphins, Jeff Hafley, to get his thoughts. So this is a sit-down interview with both Miami's new general manager, Jon Eric Sullivan, and Jeff Hafley, as they sit down and speak to Cam Wolfe about their philosophy and their plans for the future of the Miami Dolphins. First one you're going to hear is Sully, the new general manager of the Miami Dolphins.
Look, this is a team that's ready to do this thing, rebuilding. A decade is waiting to win. What's the first thing on your list of how to get this team to be a contender?
Sure, I think the very first thing we have to do is Jeff Hafley. I need to dive into the roster. There's some pretty big decision points that are looming. To speak in specifics on that today would be irresponsible because there's too much work to do and too many conversations to be had. But we need to do that, and we need to turn a quick eye to free agency. Obviously, everybody understands where we are. We're not going to have a ton of flexibility there, but we need to do our due diligence. A strong, steady march to April. That's how that goes right out of the gate.
I know you talked in the press conference about quarterback and the importance of that question. I guess my question here would be, you made my eyes raise when you said draft a quarterback every year. Sure. Where does that philosophy come from? And the idea of competition into that room, I'm sure will excite some people at home. What's your vision and the competition?
Sure. So the process that I've been entrenched in for the last 22 years, just in place for 30 years,
the highs, the lows, the thrill of the fight, every stat, every play,
he always
every
acquired
team we know. Here for the passion, here for the show.
He continued to acquire quarterbacks, slowly but surely he was training that draft value. But I just think it's, again, I said it before, I'll say it again, it's the most important position in professional sports. It is the most dependent position. You have to build infrastructure around it. I think you put yourself in a bad spot as a team in pursuit of that quarterback. But having said that, I think you can never go wrong that you should be able to bench in a deep quarterback position. I mean, look at the Denver Broncos and the situation they're in. It's very cleaned up. That backup's important. You don't want to find yourself in a situation where you don't feel good about it. You can
Yeah, in Green Bay, you guys did it a tremendous amount of time. Look at the luck you have from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love, but it's not just luck, it's the work. It's the work. Is there maybe one thing you can tie Jordan being there? What was the process behind that?
Sure, I think obviously we do the film work. We spend a lot of time talking to people who've been around them. You find out about the football intellect, take into consideration the process. Obviously, there's a skill set that you want to make sure that you have, especially when you play in a place like Green Bay or your division runs through a place like Buffalo or New England or New York. So there's traits, there's work behind the scenes in terms of talking about the wiring of the player. But I think it's important, like I said in the previous press conference, you don't wait until you don't have a quarterback to find a quarterback. The beauty of what I've seen is Aaron was allowed to sit behind Brett and digest the game and learn and develop confidence so that when it was his time, he could go play fast and play quick. We did the same thing with Jordan, and I think that's really it set them up for success when their time came. It's probably the best way to say it.
That's a great description, and right, we're in the Final Four right now. This is a place that you guys would like to get as a franchise, and I think about the teams in your division, and you mentioned them. You got New England, a team that's in there with Drake May. You got the Buffalo and Josh Allen. How do you guys get past those teams that already have that established quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just got to build this thing the right way. We got to. It's patience, it's discipline. We're here to win now, but we got to build something that's sustainable over time. And I think there's a discipline within and a balance within the approach that you have to take, and the process will lead us to the right guy. I mean, I think if you look at people who have come from this process, whether you're talking about John Dorsey going to Kansas City and signing Alex Smith and then drafting Mahomes, or John Schneider, cycling through Charlie Whitehurst and Matt Flynn to finally get to Matt Russell. Russell Wilson. Excuse me.
Yes,
and then you look at what he's done recently with Sam Darnold. I mean, our process will get us there. There's no roadmap. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you how it's going to happen, but I have a lot of faith and conviction that this process will lead us to the right guy.
Faith and conviction, a new era indeed. Thank you, Sully.
Hey,
appreciate
thanks.
you, man.
Appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Good luck ahead.
All right, guys, I agree with what Sully says. I've always been of the philosophy you need to draft a quarterback. Keep drafting a quarterback in every draft, because you don't know who's going to turn out to be a viable NFL quarterback. You're going to, and it's a key position in the NFL. You can't just hang your hat on one quarterback. I've always been of the philosophy you need to keep drafting every year, because if you hit on one and then another one comes along, that other one in the rookie can sit down behind the veteran and he can learn, and he can become the veteran. And you draft another one, he sits and learns from that veteran, and so on and so forth. People don't understand that concept, and they've got to tear this down somewhat to build it in their own image. So they might go through the free agency and have a stopgap quarterback for the first 1 or 2 years. I don't expect Tua to be back. Hopefully they can train him somehow and put $45 million down the road, kill it within 2 years, and not have to eat the $90 million. We'll see what happens in that case. But I agree with Sully. You need to kind of rebuild this in your own image, what you want, your philosophy. When a quarterback should be drafted every single year. Bill Belichick did that for a very, very long time. So I agree with Sully on this. Now we're going to hear as our new head coach, Jeff Hafley, speaks with Cam Wolfe.
Congrats, Coach Hafley, and I'll start you with this. I was sitting in your press conference, and you've got some players behind this, and one player stands up when you're done and said, "That's him. We've got the right guy."
Really?
There's a lot of fans at home that are hoping he's right. It's been a lot of decades since winning. What's the first thing for you to make sure that he is right and that you are the right guy?
For one, I appreciate you sharing that. That's the most important thing, is to go connect with those players. That's what this game is all about. It's about the players. So while I'm trying to hire staff right now and figure out which way's up, it's always going to be about the players. So what I'm going to do this weekend is start calling everyone when they're in town, and get everyone in here.
Breaking the chains on this channel, we bring the heat to the game. Lock in, suit up, get ready to go.
And then you won't even have to worry about
fam, now enjoy the show. At Rolling
and that's something that I've taken so much pride in over the years. It's about the play, and that's why I'm here.
From the
I can
diamond
see
to
your
the
passion now.
field,
I saw it
taking
there
it
on the press stage. I saw it most when you talked about your
Passion for the game, yeah, you already know. So hit that play button, let's start the show.
I appreciate you bringing that up. Just proud of it. All the hard work, all the time that it paid off, which is what he always taught me. My dad was a guy who fought. Yeah, died early.
Gators on the field, hear the crowd go wild. Defense locking in, no time for denial. College game day, feel the energy rise. Every play, every stat, got it analyzed. Touchdowns, home runs, breaking the chains on this channel. We bring the heat to the game. Lock in, suit up, get ready to go. You're part of the fam, now enjoy the show. A rolling with Carlos, we bring the fire. From the diamond to the field, taking it higher. Passion for the game, yeah, you already know. So hit that play button, let's start the show.
Yeah, I mean, it goes if you're coaching a great pass rusher like where I had, Richard Sherman or Darrell Williams or Rondé Barnes. What I learned from Rondé.
It's not just a game, it's a way of life.
the highs, the lows, the thrill of the fight, every stat, every play, every team we know. Here for the passion, here for the show. So it's with any of those guys that I talked about, it's turning the film on and showing what they did well, but then turning the other plays on where they did well. You know, and at the same time, I'm the type of guy after a game where the first 5 things I show
the stadium's loud, turn up the heat. One big family, sports is the key. Hit that subscribe and roll with me.
You know, and the next one you show them is, man, here's why I called it that idea. And what I'm doing with that, I feel like now I can go and better myself. So let's tell them that you need to do step forward. You took this on the wall. You got to go out the block. You got to
Stadium's loud, turn up the heat. One big family, sports is the key. Hit that subscribe and roll with me.
I appreciate it. Quarterback is certainly a good one. Sure.
As a guy who from the side of the ball, what style of quarterback do you want? How do you go about finding a guy that fits you?
I want a winner. I want a guy who just, he's got it mentally, he's got to have it physically, but I want a guy who's got it up here. I want a guy who's got it in his heart. And I want a guy who's going to be able to walk into a room and everyone's going to say, that's our quarterback. I want a guy who's going to be one of the first ones in the building. I want a guy who's just going to love ball, live ball, and grind. And that's what Sully's about to do, I guess. So we'll find out there. But we'll see in the quarterback situation. Obviously, everything going on here, there's good players here. So I'm excited to meet them and see where we're at. But those are the things I'm looking for more than physically anything else.
You mentioned good players. Is there anybody that when you watch the Dolphins jumped out in your tape, like, I can't wait to coach that?
There are some guys, and I've learned after a couple years of being a coordinator and head coach, don't single anyone out because I'm going to miss the boat on the rest of them. But I wouldn't have taken this job if there weren't some guys that did jump out in all 3 phases.
Absolutely, and I can't help to notice your socks.
My socks.
I'm a girl dad myself. It's your daughter on your socks.
It's my daughter's Hope and Leah. Yep, I got 2 of them.
So can you maybe tell me what they mean to you and how you'll want to live this new dream through them?
Again, I appreciate you asking because you're asking a lot about family, and that to me is everything. I love football. I love my players. They are my family. But then when I go home, there's nothing more important to me than my wife, Gina, and Hope and Leah. So with the socks. So every Father's Day, they get me a pair with their pictures on it. It's kind of become a joke, but I wear them before every game. I wear them into the stadium because it always reminds me of what's most important in life. No matter what happens out on that field, that's the most important, and it keeps me grounded. And I get a smile on my face just thinking about it. So that's why I do what I did. And in a big day like this, one of the biggest days of my life, it's the same thing. No matter what I'm doing, no matter what title I hold, it's always going to be about my family.
I love that, man, and I'm sure a bunch of girl dads at home love it too. Good luck to you, man.
I appreciate it.
Excited to see what you have ahead.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you.
You got it.
I like his philosophy on team building and bringing that human aspect to it, and the players. If he makes a mistake, show that to the players after the game, so they understand he's human, but they understand he understands they're human, but also hold them accountable at the same time. We'll see if that becomes a true philosophy as he tries to change the culture. He needs to change the culture because Miami, under Mike McDaniel, was known as a soft team, and I partly blame Stephen Ross in the past for being a soft team because he would not pull the trigger prior to the team, prior to that, and tried to change the entire culture. He was just too half-measured. We'll see what happens with the new GM, Jon Eric Sullivan, and with Jeff Hafley. Will the culture really change, and will Miami become the Packers of the South? We'll see what happens. Leave your comments down below. And like always, I appreciate your support. Like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Dolphins.